Did you ever imagine that Neymar, one of the most electrifying talents of our generation, would end up in Saudi Arabia, only to crash and burn so hard that the entire football world is left stunned? Today, we're diving into Neymar's jaw-dropping journey to Al Hilal and how it's fast becoming the worst transfer in football history. Let's take it back. Just a few years ago, Neymar was breaking records, dazzling defenders, and living up to every expectation. Ronaldo, the Brazilian legend, even praised Neymar as a beautiful story. And yet, somehow, this story is ending like a Greek tragedy. In the summer of 2023, Neymar's time at PSG was spiraling into injury setbacks and missed opportunities. Then came a lifeline, or what looked like one at the time. Al Hilal swooped in with a massive €90 million bid and an eye-popping 2-year contract worth €160 million. But as jaw-dropping as the money was, the asterisk perks asterisk were what turned heads. A 25-room mansion, 9 supercars, all travel expenses covered, and even 8 staff members to look after his mansion. Al Hilal rolled out a royal welcome that rivaled the grandest of Hollywood debuts. And then the games began. Arriving injured, Neymar couldn't join Al Hilal for the season's first 4 matches, but fans were still hyped after all. This was Neymar. When he finally stepped onto the pitch, he didn't disappoint, racking up 2 assists in a dominant 6-1 victory over Al Riyadh. For a moment, it felt like maybe, just maybe, Al Hilal's gamble would pay off. Then, reality hit hard. In the Champions League, Neymar struggled. He couldn't seem to get the rhythm or consistency he was known for. His first few games were filled with missed chances, wasted penalties, and even rumors of a rift with his coach, Jorge Jesus. Already, people began to question if Neymar was really committed, or if Al Hilal had just bought an aging, injury-prone superstar who had left his prime in Paris. Pause. We need to hit 20K before next year, and I need your help. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you love football. Things hit a new low when Neymar went down with yet another devastating injury while playing for Brazil. Just a month after breaking Pellé's goal record, Neymar tore his ACL in a World Cup qualifier against Uruguay. This was the injury that not only ruled him out for the season, but led Al Hilal to deregister him to free up space for new signings in January. For Al Hilal, Neymar's rehab was a huge burden. They poured resources into his recovery. Neymar was determined, sharing videos of his rehab process. By then, the Saudi Pro League team's season had continued without him. With Al Hilal winning every game, fans started to wonder, was Neymar really worth all this trouble? After nearly a year out, Neymar made his long-awaited return. He came on as a sub in a thrilling 5-4 victory over Al Ain, and for a fleeting moment, there was hope. Tributes poured in, with fans and former teammates calling his comeback legendary. But even then, something was off. In his first full match back, Neymar pulled up with yet another injury, a hamstring tear that sidelined him again, casting doubt on whether he would even make it to the next game. Reports emerged suggesting that Al Hilal was considering terminating his contract, with some critics saying Neymar had become a damaged player. Al Hilal's investment in Neymar was no small gamble. They had banked on his name, his skill, and his ability to sell tickets, jerseys, and dreams. And instead, they got a record-breaking flop. While European clubs have had their share of bad transfers, like Eden Hazard to Real Madrid and Antoine Griezmann's brief return to Barcelona, Neymar's story stands out because of its sheer cost and sheer disappointment. 1 goal in 7 appearances in 18 months. This is not just underwhelming, it's a total disaster. So, what does this transfer mean for Neymar's legacy and for Al Hilal? Neymar went from being one of the most gifted, charismatic players in the world to a player that few clubs will touch. For Al Hilal, they learned the hard way that star power and Instagram followers don't guarantee success on the field. For Neymar, he's now at a crossroads. His dream of winning Ballon d'Ors and Champions Leagues is over. This transfer may go down as one of the worst, not just because of Neymar's inability to perform, but because it reflects how his career, once so bright, has fizzled out under the weight of injuries, fame, and misplaced ambition. In the end, Neymar's story is a cautionary tale, a warning to clubs that star power fades, and a reminder that sometimes the greatest talents burn out fastest. Could this be the end for Neymar? Is there even a way back? Let me know what you think in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more football content. Thank you, and see you in the next one.